Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today, and as you can see, I have some fluffy bangs and they're a little too long. I kind of want to grow them out now because do you ever have bang regret? I mean, let's do this. Let's just kind of make it all fluff there. But anyways, I don't know. I don't know what to do with these bangs. But anyways, we're going to be trying out the Smoulder palette from Cosmic Beauty. So it used to be Cosmic Brushes, now it's Cosmic Beauty, and these are from the UK. This one was $38, I believe. Not bad for a palette like this, for the size, for the quality. It's not bad at all. It's actually very affordable. So if you're looking for affordable, colorful palette brand, this is pretty much your brand. So this actually came in a box. Usually it would come in a sleeve, but it came in a box. This is what it looks like. So as you can see, it's got that little smoke going on. Same packaging as the other ones. And there's your little plastic, but there it is in all its glory. Really pretty cool tones. All right, so I showed what's inside. Now we're going to swatch. So we're going to start from here down. And as you can see, if you block off these two, it's a little bit more on the neutral pink side. This is a little bit more on the cool grayish blue side. So you can actually have a sensible color story. Let's start off with Swoon, which is a beautiful glittery white. Kind of reminds me of the Fenty Balm. Really cool. All right, Shy is the perfect brow bone shade. Very creamy matte vanilla shade. Intimate is a matte pale, kind of like pink, not pale pink, but like a mauvey dusty pink. Flushed is a little bit more brown tone. Matte shade. Embers, which, holy Toledo, that is gorgeous. It's like a peach to green duochrome. Gorgeous. Kindle, which is a matte kind of like flesh tone. You can barely see it on my skin. Allure, which is a metallic, kind of like champagne-y taupe. And then there's Slow Burn, which is a nice neutrally kind of cool. It's a little bit more on the neutral side. It's good for the crease. Charmed, nice pewter color. Sultry, which is a cool toned matte brown. So is the first two rows of the Cosmic Brushes Smoulder palette. Let's do the next. Smoulder, which is a beautiful glittery kind of like gray. Ashes, which is a dark gray. It's a cool tone dark gray. Flirty, it's kind of a brow bone shade. It's a little deeper than a vanilla, kind of like a nice, I would say, flesh tone. Sensual is a neutral gray. Magnetism is a silvery, kind of like dark silver sparkle. Spontaneous is a lighter kind of gray. I would say it's more cool tone. Ignite, which is my favorite. Look at that. It is a beautiful duochrome, baby blue to pink to peach to green. Charisma is a pale gray. Perfect Match, which is a nice silver. Oh, it's got a little bit of pink in there. Can't really see it on camera. And then Chemistry, which is probably the blackest black I've ever come across. That is black. There is the Smoulder palette swatches. Now we're gonna go ahead and try it on. All right, so I've primed with my Morphe, what do you call it, Airplay, and this is the shade Solo Artist. So we're gonna dip into, I feel like I'm gonna go into this one. This is called Slow Burn. And we're just going to add that as a transition. And then do the other eye. I want to get messy with it because I want to make sure it's nice and smoky. And I'm going to take this flat brush. I really do want to use Chemistry and then top it with something. So we're going to use Chemistry, which is the black. And I'm just going to, wow. I don't know if you could see it on camera, but look at that. That is a black. Usually blacks, if they're smoky, in smoky palettes, they're like buildable. This one is straight, like jet black, which is great. I'm gonna take Ashes, which is that dark gray, and we are just going to fluff that to, wow, this is like insanely pigmented. We're gonna fluff that on top so we can have a nice blend. Go back on with Chemistry. I might need a wet base because it's getting just a smidgen patchy. All right, I made quite a mess of my eye. Let's go ahead and go into, I kind of want to pick up Flushed, which is that kind of like warmer shade, just to warm this up just a smidge. I'm just going very, very lightly because these are pigmented. Wow, these are insanely pigmented. As you can see, my smoky eye is crazy. All right, I'm gonna take Flirty, which is kind of a little bit darker than your brow bone shade, just a smidgen darker. This is gonna help kind of really soften those smoky lines and help that blend. All right, now we're gonna take Shy. That's our brow bone shade. Kind of don't care if I get it lower because I really want everything to be blended right. All right, so now we're gonna put on a topper. And I'm gonna use this shade, which is Smoulder. Beautiful shade. And I'm just going to tap it on my eye. And just kind of blend it on the lid. I like these shadows because they're super like wet feeling, but they last really nicely. And I'm just kind of like dragging it very lightly so I have like sort of like a blend there. I'm gonna take my brush, get Sultry, and just reblend that edge. All right, and do the rest of my makeup and then come back and do the lower lash line. All right, so makeup's done. We're gonna go ahead and do the lower lash line. What to do? I think I wanna do, I mean, this is already smoky as it is. I wish there was like a medium shade. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and go for it, and I'm gonna take Smoulder. And that's what you use to top the lid. And I'm just gonna go straight on the lower lash line. And then I'll take, kind of want to warm it up a little more. I'll take Intimate. Just use that to smoke or blend out that lower lash line. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Slow Burn to kind of diffuse a little more on the top here. I always seem to go heavy-handed on my right eye and not my left. Then it comes out uneven. Don't know why I do that. All right. Now for the inner corner, there's a lot to choose from. I really want to use Ignite. Kind of want to use Embers. I don't know. Or Swoon. I think I'm going to use Ignite. I'm going to use Ignite for my inner corner. Because this one's just, it's the only different color in the entire palette. So we're just gonna pop that in there. That is really pretty. I do want to add something here. Let's go in with Charmed. Add a little bit of a metallic flare there, just to add a little something. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to use my About Face crayon, and I'm actually going to go into the waterline. And just make sure it's nice and smoky there. You don't need a liner for the top because your eyes are already smoky. All right, so let me do the rest of my face and I'll come back, let you know what I think about the palette. Okay, so palette's gorgeous. Really like it. It's very dark and smoldery. Look at that inner corner. I just love that inner corner. So definitely something I would recommend if you like smoky shadows. I did not put a highlighter. I am going to dip into Swoon, and we're just going to use that as our highlighter. It's kind of like that glittery, it's very glittery. But these are very, I've always loved Cosmic brushes. I absolutely adore them. I think I have every one except the first one they came out with. They never put it back on the website, so I missed out on that one. But I absolutely love the formula for Cosmic brushes, or Cosmic Beauty, I think it is, because I saw in my box. I don't know where I put the box. Yeah, Cosmic Beauty. I guess it's Cosmic Beauty now. So it's really, really pretty shades. Honestly, like I have all of them back here, as you can see right here. They are really good. I would have to say, like, my favorite one, of course, I think is going to be Wonderland. I use this one quite often. This one is one that it's just gorgeous blue shades. I mean, can you like, wow. That one's my favorite shade. That one is Atmosphere. But they're really, really unique shades, honestly. There's a lot of cool, I like Sinister too. That one's one of my favorites. It's very, I just don't get the clear shade, which I have not touched, but the reds are gorgeous. This one is beautiful. Sinister itself, I mean, look at that shade. The shades that these have, like the duochromes, are just stunning. So I highly recommend if you are looking for, and honestly, it's really affordable. I think it was only $38, and it ships from the UK. Got here within like 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe tops, but it's not that bad of a wait. It's worth it, to be honest. But this one is just gorgeous. I love how smoky it is. And then of course there is another cool tone palette called the Cool Trolls, and the Cool Trolls is a bit more blue. So there's a huge difference between the Smoulder and the Cool Trolls palette, because the Cool Trolls is more blue. The Smoulder is more, I'd say, neutral to cool. So there is a huge difference there. So if you're wondering, there you go. If you want me to compare and contrast some of the palettes, let me know in the comments and I can do that. But honestly, oh, this shade is my favorite so far, but highly recommend if you have not tried Cosmic Beauty. It's really, really good brand from the UK. Beautiful shades, very affordable palettes. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.